Okay, cool. And I'll share my screen now. Okay. Do you see the cast documentation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. And we're recording already, so good. Actually, let me do the first thing first, which I should have done before this, but yeah, let it run in the background. And in the meantime, I was reading this.
Okay.
So, Homebrew, yeah, Homebrew is a good one. So
Actually, what you can also do is use this how's it called, Basilisk, I think, which is
what
like
is it?
it's like a package manager for Bazel, or for for Bazel itself. So it's like a launcher for this one.
Do you think I should install it?
I did it using this. I'm not sure what's documented in the agent.
It says Bazel.
It says Bazel.
Oh, it actually
Okay.
says then.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just clicking on the first link possible.
Okay, yeah. I suggest doing this. I also do this. So you don't mess around with other projects in case you have some.
For details, I guess I need to go here. Brew install Basilisk. Okay. Guess so. And then, but whatever. Yes. How's the update going?
This
okay,
probably gonna take a while, I guess.
It used to like it used to be much quicker, like 5 months ago when I was more active in development. It took me like, I don't know, 1.5 minutes to run the GDK update.
Okay.
But lately it takes like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes.
For me, it's more like 15 minutes, to be honest. But yeah, and I'm on an M1. I mean, I guess depending on the machine, it takes forever.
Yeah. So let's go into the GDK YAML. Let's go away. Oh, it's not here. File open. GDK. Yep. Do we also have? I just wonder if we have anything in the example. GDK agent. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff actually. But let's start with just enabled thing. Okay. Yeah, this is all local, so I don't think that anybody seeing my token is a problem. Okay, optional CI tunnel. Do I need this for the very first installation?
I have it. I'm not sure. Probably let's do this. Let's do this. It's something we anyway probably want to do pretty early on. Do you have HTTPS in your GDK already, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
I think we have to set this up actually.
And
yeah.
I wonder if I have Nginx in. Okay, well, this is installing Nginx. Yep, not found. And I will need to wait while the Basilisk is installing.
Okay, that's still running. Okay.
Okay, while we're waiting, I guess. What is this? This is my local IP? Or
yes,
what are those ports?
Yeah, it's for, I think. let me.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Let me copy this, I guess, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I mean, these are, it's the configure, for example, the agent listen address. It's the address where the agent connects to. And you can then, if you specify those to some values, when you run the agent on your machine or in a cluster or whatnot, then you can connect to this port to establish the connection from the agent to the.
Okay. Do I actually need the host name? Can I just use this? Oh, I need if I want to use it, TLS, right?
Yes.
Why do I need TLS? Can we just somehow ask?
Not sure if you can disable it in CAS, actually. I don't think so.
So, okay. I'll check on my console. Okay, nice. So we can install Nginx. In the meantime.
Well, I guess, I mean, it says that TLS is enabled if both the certificate file and the key file are provided.
Okay, so if I skip this, it should just work with HTTP, right?
Yeah, we can try.
Okay, I want to try to skip this to make this simpler, I guess. Okay, we already running GDK. Oh, I wonder if GDK doesn't even download. Actually, we can check it, right? Please go away. File open. So GDK. How the folder should be called? GitLab Agent, or?
Well, it doesn't matter. You can also use the one provided here. I think there is the GitLab CAS, no?
Oh, GitLab CAS. Yeah, that's what I was asking, how it's called here. I'm just trying to understand if it's already downloaded or if it doesn't.
Probably you need to call reconfigure and then it downloads. I don't know how GDK works here. I have one which I certainly don't use. So here, no? GitLab CAS agent. What is this?
This one?
Yeah, where is? Oh no, it's in the services, or what's the parent folder of this?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
the.
How did I end up there? But I don't need this, right? I mean, it's the
No, I think we will start it ourselves. So I think we don't need it. It should be here, right? GitLab. If this is sorted alphabetically, it should be GitLab minus CAS somewhere there. So I don't think that you have the directory. I suggest you just call GitLab GDK reconfigure, and with CAS agent enabled.
I mean, it will do it. I'm just okay. We can actually stop it now. If I recall correctly, update will call reconfigure itself. It's just long. I'm not sure actually if the reconfigure will be enough. I know that reconfigure will recreate files, but I'm not sure if it will download the repositories.
Yes, I'm actually not sure either.
Okay, we'll look ahead while we.
So actually, I think the.
Oh, I just realized that half of this is not edited, so I'm going to stop this again. So is port important for CAS or?
No, you can remove it, I think.
Yeah.
We can just use your default port, whatever you have.
Yeah, actually, I will just remove everything except for the.
Yeah, I think these you can remove as well. I think this will be used by GDK to create your CAS configuration, but since we're going to use our own.
Actually, I would like to use the configuration from the GDK.
Okay.
So
yeah, so let's leave them then.
Need to wait for it to finish something. Okay, let's look ahead again. What's so update, reconfigure, restart, and it will print that it starts everything. I can tail logs. I can. So this is the port which Cas listens on, right?
Yeah, scroll up, then you see it in the example.
Yeah.
It's, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is where Cas listens on, and that's where your agent will connect to.
Okay, and what is this then?
It's for the API that, well, what is it? The
Kubernetes API listen address.
Yeah, it's for the proxy, I think. The Kubernetes proxy port, I think.
Oh, okay, I honestly have no idea what does it mean. Sorry.
8154. Maybe it's also the port that GitLab connects to. No, it's where the proxy is, I think. I don't know, there's some ports. I'm just checking the API. No.
You can always open recent. No, this one. So it prints into the nginx config, which is interesting. What else? Oh, there are a lot of things. So default.
Yeah, it's for the Kubernetes proxy. Pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, I should never run RubyMine while I'm not updating something. How is our, okay, at least nginx is installed. Oh, now we see, yeah, we installed the agent. Awesome.
Yes, that's good.
There was some errors though. That maybe because I restarted it at some point.
Well, it says VV59, which looks weird to me. You see this like updating GitLab 2, and then there's a double V.
I wonder, I mean, this whole thing seems a little strange that it says updating, then installing.
Well, it updates the repo and then it is like builds the agent. I think that's what's.
Yeah. Yes, we can.
But I think it failed. It failed to clone this 15.9.
Yeah, it probably uses master then.
Yes.
We can try to see where is it. So it's. Oh, I just saw it and, and I lost it. This guy's bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah. What is this, I wonder?
What is what?
What is this file? I was wondering, but yeah, it looks like some kind of build.
Yes, that's one of the Bazel configuration files.
Yeah. So how is the update going? A lot of stuff. I really want to interrupt it since I changed the config somewhere in the middle, but maybe we can let it finish.
But did you change the?
I removed a bunch of stuff, if you remember, like I had all of this.
Okay.
And
but
I
you didn't
removed
have
it.
this before. You put this in, ran, abort, and now removed it and ran it again.
I didn't abort it. That's what I'm saying that I want to. Actually, let's try it. I don't know. Will take time, but yeah. Now at least it will have the right configuration. Okay. GKT. So this is just. In the meantime, I guess I need some cluster management. You mentioned last time that you were using some nice tool which allowed you to create
I'm using
clusters.
K3D. K3D, which is running K3S, which is a lightweight Kubernetes distribution in a Docker container. Do you have Docker set up?
I have Rancher.
Okay.
Should
May work. I don't know. I'm using Colima, so I don't know.
What are you using?
Colima, it's called.
Colima.
Yeah, with
Like
C.
this?
With C.
Oh, I see. Like
Yeah, this one.
interesting. So it is basically the same, like Docker desktop, but something different.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably also working with Rancher. I'm just being a little bit hesitant because I can't tell for sure, but we can install this and see what works and what doesn't, I guess.
Okay, guides, I guess.
You can just brew install this K3D.
Okay. Let's do it here. Okay. Do I need anything from it? Like later? And any other like dependency or?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, good. So this I don't need, this I don't need. We can return to it later. So does the GDK install the agent from the Basilisk? Or like, why do we even have this dependency?
I don't know what GDK does, to be honest, but I'm just using Basilisk manually to install different kind of Basil versions without conflicting between projects. And okay, you can just set a Basil version for a certain like directory or your system. And then as I said, I don't know what GDK does, but if you run the make files in CAS, then it will just use the Basil you have selected from Basilisk and run it. Pretty much the same as with ASDF, if you know that.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing, basically.
Okay, much like Ruben. Okay, I wonder what Basil itself is. Is it like a built environment or?
Yeah, it's like a build system, kind of.
Okay.
So we use this to manage the project in terms of like the Go things, but it also builds our images and handles dependencies and these kind of things. It does a lot, and I'm no expert in it, so yeah.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll close the window.
Yes.
It's way too cold. Why is this here? It actually looks like it runs faster now when it just has finished some of the operations before. Okay. While we're still waiting, anything? Give me a sec. Height, floating controls. Nice. While we're still waiting, will I need to install anything else later on, or?
No, I think that's it. Do you have kubectl?
Yep.
these tools, yeah, I think then we're good.
I mean, I have kubectl. I don't know about any other tools.
Okay. Do you also have the runner installed?
Yeah.
GTK?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
And
we
it
can
even
test,
works, I think.
yeah, because what we can do afterwards is we can configure a project to have CI access and then use use that to connect to the cluster using CAS.
Okay. Then I guess just waiting.
Yeah, how far is this? And K3D is installed already?
Yeah, it was super
Okay.
quick, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we can create a cluster here. So what you can do is run K3D.
Okay, K3D.
This is so annoying. When I focus the Zoom window, I have this bar at the bottom, so I can't see your prompt. It's super. Okay.
I see.
Yeah, it's K3D, and then cluster create, and then you give it a name.
Cluster.
No, it's space cluster space
Yeah.
create.
I don't know. But test.
Yeah. Okay. Run this.
I'm not sure if Dash is supported. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we need a Docker socket. How does this work with Rancher? If you do Docker PS here, do you?
Oh, yeah, I see. Need to go to Rancher. Give me a second, I'll put on this window. So, local cluster. Too many things. I don't know. In the let me close it.
So this Rancher desktop has a Kubernetes running. Is that?
Yeah, I found the right window, I guess. Maybe, honestly, I didn't touch it for quite a while, so.
Okay.
Update available, restart. I wonder more like, does it work right now? Docker name. Just in the past, it was so easy. I don't know. It always starts on the wrong screen. Oh, it even tries to do something with my cluster and the GCP.
Yeah, it's probably just scanning your kubeconfig locally in your users directory, probably.
It says Kubernetes is running, not just even.
Yeah, it seems to have some kind of cluster or something.
Let's just restart it. I don't know. In the past, I was able, like, I at least needed to run the, to run the runner and everything in it. So I don't know. Kubernetes is shutting down. What is dashboard? Oh. Will it restart itself? I wonder, and how? Oh, nice. We have everything reconfigured. In the actually, GDK reconfigure. I don't think we need it, but.
Hey Vlad, give me a second.
Sure. Mm. Oh, nice. Again.
I'm back.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I restarted the rancher,
Okay.
my kubectl
Yes.
kubeconfig to like separate file. And it looks like I managed to create a cluster.
Yes, exactly. So you can do kubectl cluster info, for example. There
Cluster dash info.
Yes. Okay, so that you see there the local port and everything. You can do kubectl get all minus uppercase A, and then you have, you see everything that's running in the cluster, which will be useful afterwards. So here you see your cluster state. So that's good. This
Is it way too much or it's like a normal?
No, this looks
default?
normal. It would be bad if the status of these pods at the top would be like failed or crashing or whatever. That will be a problem, but they all seem to run fine. You also see the restarts, so they're not like restarting and it only appears as running. I think this is good.
This one is restarting now.
Yes, but this is just a job. This is completed. This is okay. It's okay.
Ah, okay. I see.
It's okay.
Okay, cool. So what do we do next? Open GDK. I mean, open the UI.
Yeah.
wonder
So you restarted everything you restarted GDK, right?
I reconfigured, but maybe didn't restart.
Okay. I mean, theoretically, if we have this and we don't stop CAS, I would assume it will just work. I don't know, actually.
What do you mean it will just work? Does it already
Well,
know where to connect and everything? Or...
What I told you in the beginning is that I usually start CAS myself using like Bazel, whatever. And now GDK started CAS. And I wonder if this now just works, even without having HTTPS and everything and Nginx, or if this won't work. I don't know. We can try. So this seems to be running. Can you lock this? Can you do GDK tail for the service? This looks good.
Yeah, looks fine.
Yeah.
No error messages or anything like this. Do you have any project where you can test, like, I don't know, any functionality of the Kubernetes agent?
You mean directly in CAS, in GDK already?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't mean like directly in the GDK, but more like, do you have any templates or anything?
Yeah, I don't know about template, but we could just create a very simple project and I can run you through what's there and kind of, explain you.
Okay, so new project then?
Yeah, you can create a new project.
Agent tests.
You can just do the root namespace, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yep.
Private.
Yeah, readme is okay. Or
yeah, doesn't matter.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Wow.
So
huge readme.
Yeah. So if you go to infrastructure on the left side and then Kubernetes clusters. Yes, you can do this, but now you don't have any clusters, any agents configured yet. So what we first need is, well, if you do this, this is like the old thing, I think. This
okay.
is what we want. We have to create an agent configuration file. And in the beginning, we can just have an empty one, but we need to get the path right. So if you go to the web IDE for this project.
Okay. Web ID. I wonder if it works okay in the GDK.
It works. I use it regularly. It's okay.
I may remember that I had some troubles with it. At least this is the old web ID, right?
Well, yeah, it's the legacy one. So here you can create a new file. And the file, yes, and the file needs to be in .gitlab/agents. And now we need to put the name of the agent. So you can give this a random name pretty much. I usually use the same name as the cluster I have locally so that I have like a match. And it's easier for me to debug, but I guess this is, so it's first test in your case.
Yeah.
Yes, and then no, that's not the file.
Sorry.
That's a folder, and then in there. Okay, so in here we need a file. Okay.
I need to do this again. GitLab agents first test and the file name.
And then it's config.yaml and YAML with an A. It won't work without the A for some reason. Okay, now. Okay, cool. And this, I mean, we don't need much more to create an agent than that. So you can just commit an empty file.
Oh, okay. Agent. Main.
Yeah, it's main. And then you can go back to this cluster page we've been before.
Yeah, once I find infrastructure clusters.
Okay, and now we need this token there.
This one?
Yes. You also see it in the top. You can just copy it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can. I store this in a file locally in my CAS folder just for ease of use, and then reuse this for this agent, so I don't have, because you only see this now once.
Okay, let's actually finally open the project, right? File open. It's GDK. This one, right?
Yeah, in here I have a file which I call, I don't know, my agent name.token.
Okay.
Like first test dot.
File. So first test.token, right?
Yeah. mean, the file name doesn't matter. Cas, the agent won't know about this, but
Yeah,
no.
cancel. Okay, and we just post it here.
Cool.
I'm not sure if it's saved. What we have a bunch of cases. Okay, what's next?
Okay, now you can close this, the model window there in GTK GitLab.
Okay.
And here you see the agent, so it's not connected, right? Which is what we expect because we don't have an agent yet. So now you can go to some terminal inside of the project we have.
Inside the project, do you mean I need to clone this one, or
no, inside the Cas project?
Okay.
Where we just save the token and.
Okay. Okay. And I guess I can do.
Sorry?
I mean, oh, well, too many things called agent.
Well, I think what we try to do now is we expect actually that Cas is running, right? From GDK, but we need an agent to connect to Cas. And I don't think that GDK is creating an actual agent. I don't think so.
What do you mean creating the actual agent?
Running an actual agent, I think it only runs Cas. So this GitLab agent project you see on GitLab has two components. It's Cas, which is the Kubernetes agent server. This is, I think, what you see. And well, actually, I know it's GitLab Kate's agent. This is not an agent, I think. This is Cas. But we need to start an agent now, which connects to Cas, which uses your cluster. And
so what do I do? Make or?
No, usually we would use some, I don't know, Helm and install the agent inside the cluster. But what we can do now is we can start it using Bazel, and you can run Bazel run. It's
like this, right?
No, it's BACEL.
BAC.
Like set. Sorry.
Oh.
No, a set.
Like this?
No, a set. Like the last, like Soro set.
Let me see it. I had it somewhere here, right? So, okay, Z. Okay.
And then
run what?
And now we do / cmd / agent k. Okay, now when you press enter, it will compile whatever you need using Bazel, and it will run that binary basically. And we need a little bit more than just that, but we can see the errors and like go from there. But we need to specify a few things like where Cas is located, the pod namespace, the name of the pod, which are just two environment variables it requires, and we also need the token. Which we saved in the file before.
Okay.
So let's give this a second to. Okay.
Okay, Cas address and token file. Right.
Yes.
So I assume Cas address.
Yeah, you need to do I can't see your prompt again. Well, give it a sec.
Let me see. Let me change this.
Oh yeah, if you do this, this will be this is great. So after the agent K, you need to do 2 dashes.
Yeah.
2 dashes, and now space, and then the cast address with minus minus cast address.
Oh, okay.
So yes, and then here you specify what we put into the GDK configuration.
This one?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And then I guess there's the token file.
That's exactly, and then you provide the path to the file we created previously.
Yep.
Yeah, and now run this, and let's see. Okay, and now this is the environment variable I told you. We can just use default, like pod namespace equals default. And I think we also need a second variable, which is called pod_name. And we can call this Gitlab Agent or something, Gitlab -agent. I think it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, maybe put an absolute path. I don't know if it's going to switch direct. I think it's switching directories actually.
Okay.
You can just do $pvd and then well, in the command before, like.
Yeah, I think first. No, it won't do this. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I see. Like this, right?
Yes, probably will work. Yeah. Yeah, it must be HTTP.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's not HTTP. It's gRPC : // It's a gRPC interface there. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we need.
Okay.
Or does it look like it works?
Yes.
Nice.
At least I'm not seeing any errors, which is good.
Okay, cool.
I think
so
this
what's
is
next?
I think what we can do now is we can use GitOps features maybe, if you want. Okay, so as a very basic example, we can put the manifest files into the same project here. So we can create, maybe you go to the web ID again, and let's create a folder called manifests maybe.
Like this, right?
Manifest, yeah. And in there, maybe create a file called maybe namespace, namespace.yaml.
Okay.
Yes. Now we need you need to copy some namespace, Kubernetes.
Sure. Okay.
I can also send you one, or you have one. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's a typo in your file name, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So okay, you can also open the agent configuration file again, because we need to figure that we actually want to use GitOps features. I guess it's easiest if I send you a snippet, which you can use.
Is it documented somewhere?
Yes. There is a GitOps workflow documentation. Oh boy, why doesn't this? Yeah, it's pretty much this, which I just sent you in Slack.
By the way, you only see my screen, right? you don't see.
Yeah, I
it's
see
locked.
one with the GitLab
Okay,
page
good.
open.
Oh,
Okay. So in here, what we basically say is that we don't want to use GitOps, and we have a manifest project, and we give it a project ID in GitLab, which is wrong here. It should be agent test actually, and not first
yeah,
test, right?
yeah.
Cool. And then it's in manifests, and then every YAML file basically in that directory. And every time we will do a change, the agent would reconcile this configuration.
Okay. That means that I removed the A since I didn't use it here.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then yeah, you can commit this to main and
Oh, why did I do it? Now I need to create.
yeah, just create a merge request. Not too bad.
Yeah. Except every time we need to wait for the webpack.
I think you can somehow turn this off, right? Somewhere, but
You can, it will consume more memory, but yes, you can
okay.
merge.
Okay, now if you actually switch back to your agent logs, you should see that it reconciles something if it all works. Yes. Here you see that it received the namespace kind development and so on. And if you then use kubectl, do you actually know like K9S?
No, but
Okay. Can you open a new window here in the terminal?
Yep.
You can brew install K9S. Yes.
Yeah, Hunter was telling me that I guess you told him this wonderful thing.
I don't know if I told him or yeah, but now you can just run K9S and it will use the kube context you have set locally by default. So that's probably the one we have. And it's a browser for your Kubernetes cluster. And right now you see the pods, and you can switch between the objects using colon. So you can press colon, and then you can say pod, for example, and then you would see pods. Or you can say namespace. Yeah, exactly. And now it shows you all the namespaces, and here we see the development namespace, which we just created before.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I guess we can call it a success then.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is very cool. What we can also try actually is using the CI tunnel if you want to. Then you have both things tried out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So let's go to the web ID again. And I
I wonder if I can enable the VS Code locally. So do I need to open this one?
Wait, give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You need to open. Well, you can create a GitLab CI YAML file with the contents I sent you via Slack. It's just like a random example which I just had available. So here, what we have is just a job called kubectl, but the name doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what basically GitLab does is it provides you a kubeconfig file, and there's a context set for you, or you can choose a context, which is named after your project : agent name. So here on the line, you have your cursor, you can say root/agent test on line 5 here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you already did it for me, right?
No, it's wrong. It should be agent test, not agent k minus test. Without the minus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the colon in the end was correct. We need to tell it which agents, because you can have multiple agents connected to your project. And here we called it first test.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And then the other commands here are just printing out the kube config. You can remove this line actually. And then it runs some random kubectl commands.
Oh, nice.
You have
So
a
basically,
connection to your cluster. Basically, this job will connect to your Kubernetes cluster.
awesome.
If
Okay,
everything
let's
works. Yeah, let's try this.
try it to main by kubectl. All changes committed. Pipelines running. Just still waiting for the Docker image. Why? It does work, right? I mean, what I want to do is cannot can.
Is your runner itself running in a Docker container, or how is your setup?
Yeah, I mean, normally, what do you mean?
Like, did this runner ever work? Do you know? Or is
Yes,
this,
it did,
it did work, okay.
but it was maybe a while ago.
But is the runner itself running inside a runner, inside a Docker container?
No.
Okay. So here you can see your runner. No. Okay.
I just wonder. Complete way. I'm just trying to understand how. Why can I do it from here?
Yes.
But the runner itself doesn't see it. Oh, actually, let's try. Okay. That is interesting. Run. And it looks like it's running. And it should run, I don't know, properly. Bunch of stuff. I don't know how to even Google this. No, it's probably not what I want. Any ideas on your side to debug this?
I mean, I don't know how your runner is set up. Probably maybe it's the permissions from the runner process user that doesn't have access to your var run Docker socket. Or what is this socket there actually?
Yeah. No.
And that's the socket it tries to connect to the runner.
Yes, this is what I took from the runner logs. So what I'm trying to understand is why does this work?
Yeah, probably it knows how to call to the Docker daemon or whatever is provided by.
Rancher, yeah.
So what is if you do cat if you look at the file of the Docker config JSON file in your home directory, what does it say?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, I guess. Not much.
Okay.
What is there?
Let me Google this quick. Run sure.
Okay, so this is probably the right socket.
Yes.
Okay, let's try it, I guess. I wonder if
maybe you can just symlink them. I don't know. Not that this is a particularly good idea, but
no, I thought that maybe
oh, in the runner, yeah, maybe you can configure it there.
actually GitLab. Actually, I wonder if I'm not the first person who sees this issue, because Rancher is a default thing we recommend for running Docker images.
Mm-hmm.
So it is strange that it does work out of the box, I guess. Local runner, Docker, set up runner into the config file. Okay, so I do have this already. Oh, okay. Now we recommend to use it very differently, I guess. So this is register, whatever. Oh, those docs were really updated since the last time I tried them. Maybe it's not the best use of our time. I guess I can try to debug it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would expect everything to work, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it looks good so far, and you can have a connection already from CAS to H&K into cluster, so that looks good.
Yeah, thanks for helping me with all of this.
Yeah.
Guess I'll stop the recording when I find how to do it. Oh, wait. Stop sharing, stop recording. Nice.
Cool.
Or not. Why? Stop.
It takes a while, I guess.